land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, make a little extra by selling them.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace the earth beneath. The moon was never meant to be a foreign realm.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, make a little extra by selling them.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, make a little extra by selling them.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas. Once they've hauled everything over to Snezhnaya, make a little extra by selling them.
This. Okay, shit.
Nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst-case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier. Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Claranda and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
You're here. I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
Yes.
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Okay, 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 okay. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Sip kali ya segini. Oke.
This rep. If you ever.
Oke, one stop ya. Ini not right. Mapnya ada lagi. Di mini apa?
Stop right there!
Yes. Yes. No, 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 no.
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
There's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief. These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcraft.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all.
How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies?
No. Almost like he let us.
The whole world shares the bounty of the skies, the rain and clouds that grace the earth.
Wait!
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good!
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
This situation seems more complicated.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead. That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me. It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a he had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join...
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off.
All I know is weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying them. The big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert, so I might have borrowed a few sensitive texts without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just...
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this special...
Hi. I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are...
Overkill.
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition.
I see. Guess...
I've heard you Kashara scholars are handy with all kinds of...
You mean, like...
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kashara scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people... Don't rush me.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a...
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered...
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Khaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always... And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scar... I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes, scattered around Sumeru, were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce, but I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. Somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught wind of it. Because they...
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of...
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste?
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. But what if you had access?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is... We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of...
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to fund the research of your dream.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here.
Well, it's your choice, so I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize you...
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased...
So, he really is money hungry, as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that? No. Kaim was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Khaem was that drove them off.
You sold weapons to his enemies.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their ally. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place, in the end, despite all the burning tents, and now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family. Back then, I failed to see this through to the end.
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. Then we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down. Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous.
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue Authority.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we...
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the X. If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation...
So now what? You gonna turn me in, too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that for Tui Tech? Looks like your skills. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years. But it looks like you...
After everything that happened.
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge. After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. That in the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari...
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone?
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me.
What the? Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go...
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I...
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face—
Fontanian justice is too merciful for that.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve—
What is it you feel you need to...
You're from Liyue, surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me? You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, but me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on—
Time is running out.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballista.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intercept! On my signal! Fire!
Fireworks show? Huh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business!
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so Beautiful.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just...
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I guess you're right.
The Adeptus... Arts are... miraculous, but...
What do you think they did with Ashvapati in the end? Let's go ask them for an update!
Reflection on... The whole world shares the bounty of the...
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me.
Is that an official
What I'm suggesting is...
deal?
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it...
Uncle Ashvapati... We...
They told us...
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly.
Yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children, from now on.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya. Looks like you're free.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. I actually consider the desert my home, too. So I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is.
Are you?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay. I'd recommend that you take these kids.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But the Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was.
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime. Sure. We could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I simply plant it in the ground, and a spring will
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling... Needless to say,
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your home. I think that would keep the kids very happy.
Deal!
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Okay.
Here comes the toughest mecha. Time to go all out.
Keep it together. Slow and steady now.
I've activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it.
The final round begins. Time to go. All out. Activating analysis module. Learning the traveler's operational logic. If successful, this will increase our efficiency by at least 179%. The assault will continue. Please remain vigilant. Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard. traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this. This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Search. A moonlit night for all.
Seems like an emergency. A bit of purpose.
It all adds up. No more lies. It all falls into place. Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
By the frostman of old. A new moon rises. The nectar will see.
Taking a turn for the better.
Fire support. Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives. Here comes the mother load. Nice guiding. Well done.
With one heart, we pray. You put flame. The nectar will see.
Remember, help comes.
A moonlit night for all.
Can't hide the truth. Let's see tomatoes. No more lies. The deception ends here. Time to go clean. Time to go clean. Fire support ready. Select the target. Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting!
Burn it down! Going in! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of... Wrath from the skies! Incinerate! Ha! Light it up! Get to work! Bring it! Burn it down! Let's light it up! Teamwork is... Show no mercy! Light of the blazing sun!
Tidak ada yang bagus. Tidak ada yang bagus.
Light it up! Let the mountain's veins boil! Everybody stand back! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of Eatfleet! Wrath from the sky! Rev the engines!
that.
Let it be known that divinity is mine! Sure! The wind knows me.
Quietly now.
A thousand eons, mine to dominate! Burn to oblivion! You filth! Go on! Transmit! Kneel! The echoes of the valley!
Busted.
Reality is pain! Time to go. Wind strike. Burn to oblivion! Good riddance, cruel world. One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Possible. can't lose it again.
Quickly push.
Take it easy.
With the marrow of the three moons in my hand, behold the false lords fall!
Surge. Minions converge.
Be shackled! Behold the dawn! You got it!
Be cleansed. My mistake.
Excellent! You barely managed!
Like the dust.
So you'd rather wallow in this rotten, decaying world?
Wih, dapat lagi bro. Oh, mana? Well, tadinya.
I will follow where you lead.
Settle down!
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dubstep.
A moonlit night for all.
Installation check. Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Defensive mode engaged.
Oke guys, gua rasa cukup sampai di sini dulu streamingnya. Thank you for watching this stream, or thank you for watching this clip streaming. See you in the next stream. Bye guys.